You record and share my screen. Cool. Can you guys see my screen here? Awesome. All right. No. Okay. Cool. So today's call is a little bit of a part two to last week's call. So last week was more of the practical things that we're going to be doing in order to implement staying on track over the summer months, which just tend to be more social months, tend to be a little bit more, I wouldn't say, no, yeah, like social, busy, you have a lot of things to do. So that was what we focused on last class. This one, I wanted to work on more of the more like mental health sides, the more body confidence sides, which as we go throughout this, find your peace in all of this. So I'm going to talk about a lot of different things. Obviously, I'm going to touch base on my story, but really what we're getting on today is summer body, summer clothes, summer confidence. So how can we implement all of the habits that we're doing? How can we keep in mind the goals that you still have, but also start truly stepping into that higher version of yourself confidence wise? Because a lot of this, like you probably recognize, your body can change, but if your mind doesn't change, you're going to be stuck in the same cycle over and over again. And we're always like, oh, I'll wear this once I get to my goal or once I get there. But just like you hit a back squat PR, you hit a bench press PR, as soon as you hit them, what are you thinking? Nice, I can't wait to go up. And it's just like by nature, we are very goal driven. So we want to touch base on that a little bit. So today's agenda, we're going to talk all things close, overcoming mental battles with our body, stepping into new confidence, wearing things outside of your comfort zone. Now, why is this important? One, body dysmorphia is a bitch. And she comes in and takes over, even despite a lot of progress that you are making. We can get those thoughts of my body shouldn't, like, I don't feel confident in this. I don't like what I look. Oh my God, am I getting fat? Like one day to another. Body dysmorphia can really change how you feel today, and then tomorrow can be a completely different story for you. Which I actually, because I've struggled a lot with body dysmorphia, I have found peace with it by really seeing a trend in when it hits. For example, if today I am feeling like super, super confident and like whatever, I'm just feeling good in my body. Tomorrow I wake up and for whatever reason I'm like bloated and like I get these thoughts and I look in the mirror and I put on some clothes and I'm like not feeling so hot. Right? Yesterday I was feeling super good. Today I'm not. So sometimes we get into like, oh my gosh, should I not eat today? Have I been eating too much? But realistically, how can that entire story change for you in 24 hours? And then 3 days later, you go back to feeling good. And this is something that happens really like all year round. We want the physical changes to also match the mental changes that you're making. Make sure that you are feeling powerful. Something's wrong with my thing. I don't know why it keeps glitching. And trust yourself. Along with this battle, along with this journey, along with meal prepping, along with working out, it is to become your own best friend, to feel safe in your body. And again, part of that is a mental. So raise your hand if you wanted to wear something, but you felt like you didn't have the quote unquote like body for it. Right? If you've dealt with being hot just because you want to keep more clothes on. So it is hot, super hot, but like you won't show your arms. Or it's super hot, but I can't wear shorts because I don't like my legs. Like whatever it is, you're just hot and you're dealing with this just because my body isn't there yet, right? If you are consistently covering up with your hands, with your pillow, a sweater, right? We kind of sit, we grab the prop next to us, we kind of put it on top of us, or like your bag, and you're kind of like hunched over. Now, what we're going to step into this summer is one, we're starting with wearing the outfit. So, one of the things that a lot of you raise your hand for is when it's hot, you cover up because you'd feel like I can't wear crop tops or sports bras or short sleeves or shorts. Simply, I can't wear that simply because I don't have the body for it. So this summer, we're really going to start stepping into actually doing that because it does start with putting on the outfit, right? where you are right now so that you can also wear the thing next month, and that when your body completely changes in a year, you're still wearing the thing, but now you're feeling even more confident, and in 2 years you're feeling even more confident. Why is this important now in your journey? Like, why should we not wait? Like, why can't I just wait until I lose 15 pounds or until I lose X amount of weight? Because again, it's going to be the same thing when you lose 15 pounds or lose X amount of weight. Like, you're just going to be in the same spot thinking like, oh, but I just need a little bit more and then I'll feel comfortable. Or damn, I lost weight, but now I need more muscle and I still don't want to show my arms, right? Another thing is understanding that it's not the outfit, it's not your body, it is you. You are the biggest battle here. So it's not the shorts, it's not the legs, it is not the fact that your arms aren't toned enough or cut up enough or your core is not cut up enough. It is you mentally making these limitations in your mind. And how we're going to be able to battle that is, number one, remembering your phase. I say this very often because some of you are in a fat loss phase, which is great. And sometimes in a fat loss phase, we think like, okay, at X date, I can wear the thing. Not true. Some of you are also in a maintenance phase. And maintenance phase are really tricky because we feel like, oh, I'm not making progress. Or when I was super depleted of carbs in my calorie deficit phase, I felt much better. So now that I've put on 2 pounds of water weight or 3 pounds of water weight, which is the reality of what everybody goes through, I can't wear the thing anymore because I look better then, and then I have to go into another fat loss phase, right? Remember the phase that you're in and make sure that you are reassuring yourself of that. Understanding that you're never going to be there, and also understanding that whenever you put this thing on, so again, we're all doing the thing. We're putting on the shorts, we're putting on the sleeveless shirt. It's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You are going to probably adjust yourself, right? But then you are going to stop caring as much because one, it is you. You've been working on yourself. You've been putting all of this effort into your body. You've been going to the gym. You've been getting stronger. You've been working on your nutrition, right? You're going to stop caring, one, because you know that you are putting in the effort that is needed. I've told this story a couple times. The first time that I wore like a sports bra with high-waisted leggings, I probably adjusted my leggings like 60 times during the workout. Like, I was constantly pulling them up and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm feeling super uncomfortable just because it was my first time wearing a sports bra. Now, was it my Vans? Was it my sports bra? Was it my body? No, I just wasn't used to these things. So obviously now, like, I can put on a sports bra and shorts if I'm bloated, if I am getting my period, if any phase that I'm in, just because I've gotten used to that and I've done it so many times. No, next, recognizing that you are not the main character, but in your mind, you always are. This is usually the battle that we deal with, right? So let's say you're at the gym or you're on the beach. We put this thing in our mind, we're like, you are the main character. Everybody around you is like either looking at you, or you just have a bigger impact in everybody around you's life than you actually do. All right. So how I have worked on this is I recognize that you have the option of being two different main characters. You can be a negative main character, which is I walk into the space. Let's say I walk into the gym. I walk into this gym and I'm not strong enough to be here. This person's going to think that I'm super weak, that I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm too big to be here, that I shouldn't be doing this exercise. And we think like negative, negative. Oh my God, I'm wearing this outfit on the beach. Everybody's going to be looking at me and I just look like they're going to judge me because XYZ. That is negative character. Now, positive is you walk into the gym and you're like, the same scenario, right? Let's take not strong enough to be here, right? We think the people around us are so impressed by the fact that you started your journey and that you've been trying, and that last week you were doing fives and now this week you're doing 15s, and that you've been here for a while, and that you're doing something that maybe you're not super comfortable with, but you're doing it anyways, and that you put on an outfit and that you look really good in that outfit. Realistically, neither of these stories are happening. Nobody around you really cares. Even if they do, even if they did, they're like, oh, she's not doing that movement right. Poof, gone. Like 2 minutes later, you're out of their mind. They're not thinking about you anymore. So none of this is happening. The thoughts that you think that are happening when you're walking on the beach or when you're walking in the gym or when you're walking into a meeting, nobody really cares enough. But we have the option to live in that negative main character or the positive main character, which is like positive delusion that I love to live in. Like I live in my positive little happy bubble that I think that everything around me is just great because what's my other option, right? So question this as you're going through and you're stepping into different rooms, if you're having if you're letting these external factors really dictate how you're feeling about yourself, what if you just pretend in your mind that they're thinking the complete opposite and they're thinking all of these positive things? That is eventually going to become your reality because you are the one living in your mind. You are the one that has to live with this like little movie that you're coming, this little fairy tale that you're making in your own mind. So you might as well make it an enjoyable one. Next thing, you are not just your body. So this is not just like how you look physically, and that's how you're gonna carry yourself. That's how you're gonna go to the beach or the pool, right? Do not waste your precious time and energy thinking about how you look through other people's eyes, or just how you look in general, right? We go to the beach and maybe you're going on vacation. This is like I went to Puerto Rico. Let's say you're going on vacation, you're going somewhere, and we're so tied into how we look that we forget to even look and enjoy everything that is around us, right? We're so super hyper focused on things that are not going to change within the next 5 minutes that we are losing sight of the actual memories, the actual experiences that we can be having. So with the people like around you, what energy do you bring? Right? We get into like, they're going to think XYZ. What energy do you bring other than the physical? What personality do you bring? What memories are you making? These things are way, way more important than the physical. And you know how we talk about things here? I'm not like a, hey, you're perfect the way you are, never change, like never work on your goals. Like, no, we can work on our goals, but we can also not make that the only important things in our life. There's this quote that says like your body is the least interesting thing about you. And I think that is true to a certain extent. I do think that this is like my personal thing. My body says a lot about me. If you see like me and I have muscles, you're probably gonna be like, oh, she works out, she's dedicated, she goes to the gym very often. My style says something about me. So I do think that your body is a very interesting thing about you, but it's not the only interesting thing about you. So when you are in these spaces and you're letting yourself get really hyper focused on how your body is looking, let's change that and let's think about energy, personality, memories, like other things that make you you. Next thing, clothes. They're meant to fit you. We all have different outfits that make us feel good, that make us feel sexy, that make us feel strong, right? They are meant to fit you. You are not meant to fit your clothes, right? Again, when we catch body dysmorphia is if you feel good in one outfit or one size, but you feel self-conscious in another, is it you or is it the clothes? I went to Nike once and I was like buying biker shorts. I put on two. One of them, I put them on. I remember being in the dressing room and I was like, oh my God, again, negative thoughts. I need to change this, I need to lose weight, etc. And then I grabbed another one and I felt like I looked so good. And in that moment, I was like, Nicole, you're fucking crazy. Like you literally just put on two different outfits. You had two different experiences, two different viewpoints on your body. So is it you or is it the fact that the first pair of biker shorts didn't fit you and they didn't suit the way that you feel comfortable? All right. So maybe it's the cut of the outfit that doesn't suit you, or it's just like a current preference. We go through phases, we go through styles. I used to love wearing like jeans and tight clothes, and now I hate it. Now my clothes is like 3 times the size that it should be. But these are preferences that we go through. Understanding your trigger outfits and don't wear them. I love my mom. I mentioned her so many times. Sometimes she's like, oh, I hate wearing tight clothes. But then she buys tight clothes all the time. And I'm like, why? Every time you put on these tight clothes, you get upset with yourself and you have these negative thoughts about your body. Why are you still wearing that stuff? So there are certain things that are going to trigger us. Understand when you put them on. Oh, this outfit usually triggers me. Or like, hey, this is new, I'm putting on a bathing suit and I know it's going to trigger me. Do the mental work before. So start to get to know your body. Start to get to know what's going to make you feel good in your skin. I put these pictures all on the side because being in a bathing suit wasn't always the most comfortable thing for me. This is me when I was like super just like she was not in a good place. She was not eating kind of thing. But I remember feeling super uncomfortable when I would go to the beach. And what I also noticed is I was wearing very uncomfortable bikinis. So this bra had like a bar on the bottom, which I can't stand. It ties up here and it overstimulates me here. And it's just outfits that made me overthink everything about my body. Once I started to explore, hey, let me try certain things that might be different. And I started with like a sports bra kind of outfit, like they're here. I was like, oh wow, these are so much more comfortable. I'm able to be so much more present in whatever I'm doing simply because I don't have to worry about this and I don't have to worry about that bar that I absolutely hate. And then I started getting like high-waisted and I was like, wow, I love high-waisted. I feel so confident. I got high-waisted bikinis. I had a bunch of different color. I felt great. I was like, great. I didn't really like the low rise. Let me do high-waisted. And now spin it back. I hate the high-waisteds. I'm back to these bikinis. Like they are low rise. So also understanding like the outfits that you're going with this summer, the bikinis or whatever, start to explore what are different options that you can get. Like, what are different styles that you can try on? Is it the high waisted? Is it the sports bra? Is it the low rise? Like, what's going to make you feel good? And also, what made you feel good last year might not make you feel good this year. And what makes you feel good this year might not make you feel good next year. But it's very important that we start to notice that and start to put the pressure more on the clothes rather than our individual body so that we can continue doing what we have to do. Right, your body is changing. Let the energy in your closet flow. I am a big believer on like, you should be cleaning out your closet, not like, oh, I'm gonna fit into this. To a certain extent, yes, but there comes times where like, oh, I have these jeans. I think I spoke to Carla about this once. I was like, you need to get rid of everything in your closet because now you have muscle and your pants just like, you need to start exploring different things that are going to fit a muscular body. And sometimes it's, oh, but these jeans used to fit me when I was like, X years old or X size, and now they don't fit me anymore. Okay, cool. Get rid of them and find something else that's gonna fit you. There's also a big thing. I don't think that clothes was meant for muscular girls. It's very hard for me to find clothes. Like I can't barely fit my arms in like the pocket here. And again, is it me? Oh my gosh, should I lose weight? Like my arms don't fit? No. I just need to find different brands that my arm and my shoulder can actually fit in. If you have big glutes, if you have big thighs, if you've lost weight, but then your legs start growing, you didn't gain weight, your legs just stopped growing, and that's why you're not fitting in your jeans. Let the energy in your closet flow. If you're noticing something in your closet is triggering you, get rid of it. You don't have to figure out like, or you don't have to wait until it magically is going to fit you because you're going to get rid of it in like 6 months anyways. Now, once you put on the outfit, again, whatever that is for you, the short sleeves is the thong bikini, the shorts, whatever it is for you. It could be something super subtle too, the dress, right? Positive self-talk. So there's going to be a gap if you are struggling with change, or you're embracing, I wouldn't say struggling, you're embracing change, you are embracing the fact that you need to be nicer to yourself, there is going to be this gap between a negative and a positive thought. So you might have noticed this now. You look in the mirror and sometimes we go negative right away. So you might put on the outfit and think negative right away, right? But you are recognizing now that it's time for you to start changing those thoughts about yourself because you can't keep working on yourself if you hate yourself. So we have this negative thought. And then let's say it's 2 minutes later, you have this positive thought. You're like, oh, fuck, I wasn't supposed to say that. Like, I'm really grateful for the fact that I'm changing and I'm getting stronger and I'm feeling better. Okay, cool. There was a 2 minute gap in between that. In the future, that gap is going to get smaller, where you're going to have negative thought and you're like, no, positive thought. Negative thought, no, positive thought. And you're going to start to pair these together until the positive starts to come first. And that's when we truly start to step into that confidence, where you can look at yourself in the mirror and you're so used to picking out positive things or reframing the way that you're thinking about yourself that even in a new outfit, you are thinking of a positive thought first, right? So we want to focus on closing that gap. Self-affirmations, very cheesy. I know they work. At first, you might feel, Maria mentions, I forget how she phrases this, but for me, when I first started with affirmations of like saying all of the things that I wanted to improve about myself and putting it into a good light, I almost felt like I was lying to myself. So if I look at the mirror and I find something that I usually rip to shreds and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, like, I love my midsection. I love the fact that I am nourishing myself with so much protein and I gave myself so much water and that I am able to brace my core in a squat and then I'm getting stronger. And I can't wait to just love my midsection even more as time comes. All right. When I first would do those things, I was like, this isn't, I don't know. I feel like, this is not my reality. If you're dealing with anxiety and you tell yourself every morning that I'm a calm person, you're going to feel like in the back of your head, far, 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 far away, you'll be like, but I do struggle with anxiety. At first, you're going to feel like you are lying to yourself until that does become your reality. It comes with repetition. So when we put on the outfit, before you're going into the setting, before you're going into the gym with the sports bra or the beach with the new outfit or out to dinner, whatever you're doing, before you're going into that, if you are kind of struggling with it mentally, or not even, you're just embracing this change, can we start with those affirmations? So I radiate, I walk with confidence in my body. Start making this like a regular thing, that talking to yourself is like you just live with your best friend all day and she's just always talking to you, right? Next, remember that someone dreams of being where you are, and your past self dreams of being where you are right now. We talk about you're never going to hit the goal because when you hit the goal, you want another one, right? We also want to think about that. Sometimes we feel like we're not ready or like, oh my God, the way that I look right now. But where were you 3 months ago? Were you even working out? Were you even getting enough water in? Were you even eating enough? Like, where were you a year ago? Right? We've made so much change and we have to recognize that. And that doesn't take away from the fact that we continue to work on ourselves, but we have to recognize that change. Uh, and then remind yourself how irrational you're being. That's a big one for me, and be kind to yourself. Next, couple things left here. Look at yourself more. So as you're getting comfortable with putting on certain outfits, also get comfortable with looking at yourself much more. So for example, if you are somebody that puts on a bikini and doesn't stare at yourself or doesn't want to look in the mirror or doesn't want to take a picture, that is your cue to take more pictures, to look at yourself more in the mirror, to put on the shorts and look at yourself in the gym, to do whatever. Get comfortable with who you're seeing because she exists and she deserves love, and you are rebuilding that friendship that you have with yourself. So this can be I also did this too, like with bikinis. I wasn't always so comfortable. I started taking more pictures. I would take videos of myself and I would do videos in all my different angles. I would flex, I would hunch over, I would see my body and I would move so that I can see that I'm gonna have these not great angles and they exist and they deserve to be there and to have peace with that as well. So here's where we're going to start to kind of just do the affirmations. I have a strong body. I look amazing. I am confident. I am doing everything I can right now. That one's huge. That one is so, so huge. I sometimes feel like we can have like a day where I mentioned there's days that you're just bloated. Like for almost it feels like no reason. You woke up and you're like, "Ah, I'm not feeling so hot today." And we want to get into like, what did I do yesterday? What did I do wrong? What should I do to compensate? And I'm like, did you get your workouts done this week? Yes. Did you get your protein? Yes, for the most part. Did you hit your water? Yes. Did you hit your steps? Yes. Okay, keep going. All right, I am doing everything that I can right now. If you are not, and it's like, oh, I'm actually not hitting my steps. Well, okay, let's start there. That's a different story. But for the most part, a lot of you are like pretty freaking consistent. Right? We have a little icks and things that we're working on, but if you're doing everything that you can right now, also stop fighting with your body. I fuel my body with love. Confidence is a choice. I am unlearning and rewriting. I radiate amazing energy to the people around me. I am present. I deserve to feel confident in this heat, right? Any type of affirmations that you have, again, talk to yourself much more. And a couple last things. Walking into a room. Have you ever walked into a room and then you look down? Or you feel awkward when you're walking past people? Maybe in the meetings or in gyms or on the beach, right? That is something that you have to work on. So next time, if you find yourself, oh, when I'm walking past a group of people in the gym, I feel like I look down and I'm like kind of like trying to avoid making any type of eye contact. Or when you first walk into the gym, when you first walk into a meeting, when you first walk into a big space, when you're about to walk in front of a bunch of people, whatever it is, pause, right? Look at everything first. We're not pausing. We're not walking into a room with our head down. We're not pulling out our phone because we're feeling awkward, right? Take a pause, look at everything first, and then we're going to walk in. Do not rush. Do not look down. Do not look at your phone. Head up, and we want to walk with big energy. This goes for public speaking. This goes for dating. This goes for when you're walking in the beach. I don't know if anybody has seen like those memes of like these reels that are like me walking on the treadmill, and it's kind of like somebody walking down like a what is it called? Like if they're in like a pageant or something, they're walking through a stage, like they are strutting. That is big energy, right? How you carry yourself matters. How you have your head up, the way that you are walking in this bikini, in this outfit, that says more about you. That portrays an energy and a level of confidence that it does not matter where the body is right now. And by doing these things, eventually we are going to start to feel more connected physically. But what I'm trying to get here is like when you're walking through the beach and you want to hide yourself or you don't want to be seen. Another thing is a lot of you guys are going to be working out in the beach, on vacation, at the lake, at the park. And I've gotten like, oh, but I don't want to work out in front of a lot of people. First of all, no one's working out. You're fucking cool, right? And two, can we just do that with energy, with confidence? Because your confidence is going to be what speaks louder than how you actually look. So, homework this week. Wear something that you would like to wear, but is a little bit outside of your comfort zone. You might have to even do a little bit of shopping, right? What? It could be anything. A lot of girls have done like sports bras. We have a bunch of people that have. Last time we did this, I don't remember last time we did something like this, but a lot of the girls wear sports bras to the gym, or like a crop top or something, or sleeveless, or shorts, dresses, bathing suits, crop tops, pants, like whatever it is. Can we wear something that is a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but you want to wear? Don't wear a crop top and you're like, I literally can't stand crop tops. Don't do that. Don't wear a tight shirt if I like don't like wearing tight shirts. I think it's super uncomfortable. Wear something that you actually genuinely want to wear, but has been like you've been holding yourself back. Now, where can you do this? You can do it really wherever. At the gym, at the pool, at the beach, at an event, on a walk, at a grocery store. A walk is like a really simple one that, especially if you don't live in a crowded area and you're like, "Ah, I'm not ready to go to the gym in a sports bra, but I'm gonna start by walking around like my town in a sports bra, right? That's fine. That's a first step, right? Whatever it is. Shorts, sleeveless, again, whatever kind of works for you. And remember, while you are doing your homework this week, you are not the main character. Nobody cares. But you can choose to live in delusion land that we all love to live in and we think we are like the best things ever. Right? You are more than your body. Walk with your head high. Say nice things to yourself. And most importantly, it's fucking hot. It's so hot. And the amount of girls that I've worked with that are like, Nicole, I'm wearing sweats and jeans in the summer. I'm like, why? And I've seen it in so many different body types. And that's why I want to like push it more and more is that I've seen it with every single body parts about the shorts and the sleeveless and the sports bras. And I'm like, every single stage, there is something, but it's hot and you don't deserve to be uncomfortable simply because your body is just not there yet. As soon as you put it on, you're going to realize, like, oh, my body was there. Like, I could have been doing this a long time ago. You just haven't taken that mental step. And as usual, remember our favorite mantra that food is love and strength is power. And that is it for today. How are we feeling? Do we have any questions? Questions, comments, concerns, or anything that you would like to share? Does anybody have, you can even put in the chat, anything that they're like, oh, this is what I'm going to wear? Usually it's like the sleeveless, the shorts, all of the things. We had somebody, she graduated a little while ago. Her name was Sarah. She would always wear, I think it was sweats or like leggings to the gym. And towards the end of the program, she said, I can't believe that I was not wearing shorts this entire time. They're so comfortable. And I'm like, I know. I did the same thing. I used to always wear leggings and tank tops. And like, I kind of wanted to sway away from it. But again, it's the same thing. Tank tops. Yes, need it. It's fucking hot. It is hot. That is gonna, if there's something that's gonna push you throughout this whole thing is that it's fucking hot. Sports bras on a walk to the beach. Love it. Love, 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 love it. How many pear puffs can I eat a day? Are those bars, the granola bars? I've actually seen them, but I've never had one. But I heard they're pretty good. I would say one if you wanted to. Maybe you could have two, but if you're having two all the time, we need to touch base. Not because they are bad, obviously, but they're kind of like you wouldn't have like three candy bars every single day. Shit. We can talk about it. Send me a message. Definitely have a dress in mind. Love it. Cool. Whenever you guys wear your outfit, whenever you wear your whatever you're gonna wear, um, take a picture, post it in the group. One, become more comfortable with seeing yourself. Two, for accountability, and three, because somebody's gonna see you and think like, damn, okay, they did that, right? They did that. I'm able to do that. Right? There's so many stories that we see in our group chat, and it's like, damn, like she did that. Evelyn just posted her pull-ups. I don't think she was able to do a pull-up when she first started, or maybe like kind of, and now I think she did like a couple. Like, damn, she did that. I can do that. I'll be able to get there. Tiny tennis dress. Love. Love, love, love. Do we have any, would anybody else like to share anything else? Anything that personally has helped them? Or if you have any questions about today, or I'll kind of open it up for anything else. Going once, going twice. And so, okay, cool. So if you do have anything that you would like to touch base on, shoot me a message. We can talk about it. We can chat about it tomorrow so that we can work through these mental battles. You are changing so much physically and you are doing so much for your physical, but if that mental is not matching, this is why people that like if your body were just a completely poof change today, you probably wouldn't be the most confident person. We become confident because we work on ourselves and you're doing the in and outs of every single day. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye.